Okay, so here we go. We got a Ninetales up. What are your initial thoughts on Ninetales Verlis? I know you talked about the Klefki a lot initially. You said this Pokemon's so good. Ninetales, you think it's not that hot?
Ninetales used to be awesome because it was the only Pokemon that you could use with Drought. But now that Charizard Y has Drought, it's gotten really overshadowed because it doesn't have anywhere near the stats of Charizard Y.
Okay, so the drought ability is what really made it so clutch, but
Hmm.
Charizard has now become the fire Pokemon to run, essentially
Hmm.
in that sense for a drought team.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's why Ninetales kind of got dropped. Let's look at the stats on Ninetales. So people still love Ninetales because it actually is a really cool looking Pokemon, and it is one of the
Yeah.
best shinies in the game. If you run a
Oh,
shiny
that's such a
competitive
good
shiny,
shiny.
what's up?
Such a good shiny.
Oh, I know that gray shiny with the.
Does it have the shiny sprite in it? I think it says it somewhere like
I
shiny
think
no.
Verlis froze on it.
Let's make it shiny.
I think Verlis froze on a really funny picture. If you guys see that down there, so I might have him call me back in just a second. But yeah, let's throw shiny on it. I think it's silver and with like blue tails. Where do we change shiny on this thing? I forgot. Do we click it? You're still frozen, huh? All right, Verlis, I'll hang up with you and just call me right back, okay?
All right.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
There we go.
what?
Gotcha.
Oh,
Never mind.
that was
You're
close.
good.
You
You're
almost
good.
dropped me.
Almost. So where do we find shiny here, Verlis? I
It's on
don't.
that little top bar with the levels to the right, next to moves, to the left of moves.
Oh, there it is, shiny.
Is
For
that?
some reason, mine wasn't showing up when I chose shiny for yes, but let's see. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
Woo! That shiny dough. So that's I really like the shiny Ninetales. So that's maybe a reason you want to run it if you just want to look like the tightest trainer on the planet.
Hmm.
Anyway, let's start at stats where like we usually do. What are we going with? It does look like it has pretty nice base stats. I mean, look at that special D. Look at that speed. HP's all right. What
It's
are we
one of
gonna
those
throw him in
Pokemon
though?
that can take a pretty good neutral effective hit, but
Mm-hmm.
it's also really susceptible to ground. Earthquake would just destroy it,
Because
unfortunately.
it's straight fire, right? So it's two times
Yes.
damage against it, and Earthquake's really strong, which is 100. And you're saying it doesn't really have a lot of defense against Earthquake.
Hmm.
Like,
It's
there's nothing you can set up. Like, you better hope you have someone with like a light screen or something. That's the only way you're gonna save this
yeah,
Ninetales.
well, actually, a reflect would be so a clef
That's what I
key,
meant. Reflect.
always clef key.
Okay, so a reflect would essentially save this potentially. You don't even know if it would from a Mega Garchomp. Might still faint it.
Yeah, that'd be a close one.
Anyway, so where are we going with it?
You pretty much just want to max out special attack, max out speed.
Okay, max out special attack. That's it. So we're going to 252, 252.
Yeah, he's one of those 252 Pokemon.
All right, cool. I'm not sure if you guys agree with that in the chat. NH is saying energy ball, air
Energy Ball
balloon.
is its one saving grace. We'll get to that.
Yeah, Ventro, it's in sub mode because the chat was getting really wild. I'll probably open it back up in just a second since there are a lot of people here. So I'll open it back up from subs in just a minute, but give them a little time to cool down because they were like just typing in like every Pokemon ever. It was pretty funny.
We need to get the nature on him.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you. Verlis is right. So what nature are we going to go? What's our buff and what's our minus?
Ooh, he's tricky because you can either get a special attack nature like modest
Okay.
or timid.
Okay, so we'll run it with a modest. It's a buff. Modest nature is a buff. You're going to see a plus go on special attack and a minus go on regular attack.
Hmm.
And don't forget, guys, if you're asking questions about the stream, Sarah is always in the chat responding to people. She'll put at your name if she's responding to you. And thank you for the new viewers here, and thanks for those follows as well. If you have any additional questions that maybe Sarah can't answer or I haven't responded to, you can always check the FAQ below. Has a lot of information in it, or type exclamation point FAQ into the chat if you want to know more about that. So modest. There we go. We got that buff on special attack you see right there, and the negative on attack. I guess that's time to move on to the move set. So what moves are we throwing on this, Furless?
First off, we need to lead with that energy ball.
Okay.
It is really awesome because it can counter the grass types that, or not grass, the water types that can do some serious damage to it.
True, of course. So you're gonna hope to outspeed a water type, get rid of it with an energy ball because it's such a strong special attacker, correct? Okay, so we're gonna throw energy ball on that, which counters water type Pokemon because it's a grass move. Although you do not get stab on the energy ball, correct? Since Ninetales is straight fire.
No.
Okay.
But also with drought, it does weaken the power of water type Pokemon
Moves.
moves, so it does
Okay.
help you out in that way too.
Okay, well, I'll throw that on really quick. In case, for those of you that don't know, all Pokemon have an ability, a natural ability that they get. And so Drought is one that, Drought is an ability that gives a buff to fire type moves, I believe, and also hurts water type moves. And there's a couple other buffs and stuff to it, but probably don't have to go into all those. Anyway, so it's got, oops, I accidentally changed it to Fire Blast, which we don't need Energy Ball. I think we're going to use Flamethrower as its fire type move, correct?
Heat Wave.
Heat Wave. Oh, nice. Good call. That's true. Everyone's running the Heat Wave. So Heat Wave is, let's see, 10% chance to burn the opponents, and I believe it hits both, correct?
It hits doubles, which is makes it really nice.
Okay, so that's a strong doubles move right there. It'll hit both, although that does spread the damage out. Don't forget, that is one that spreads damage if you're hitting 2 Pokemon. If you're only hitting 1, you're going to get that full 95, I think. But if it's hitting 2 Pokemon...
I think it's 75% if it hits both.
75% if it hits both. Okay, so it's not a 50-50, it's a 75.
Then you can also get Hypnosis and Nasty Plot.
Some people are saying Solar Beam. Some people are liking Solar Beam with that
Because
Drought, maybe.
with the Drought, yeah, you can't have Solar Beam on him.
So there's Energy Ball or Solar Beam I think you can mix in as your Grass move. And then, what were the last two again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
You can have Nasty Plot or...
Nasty Plot?
And Hypnosis.
Nasty Plot. So boost this user's special attack by 2. Holy crap. If you can get that set up, this is a straight up KO fest right here. And Hypnosis, you said? Is that what it was?
Hypnosis.
Really? Hypnosis. Why Hypnosis when it's got such low accuracy?
It's one of those moves that I've seen just been used against me so well that I have to put it on the list.
So you would like that on, you like Hypnosis on a Ninetales? Why on a Ninetales?
Just because if you're in, it works in any situation. In a 1v1, if you can take hits from it and you know they're going to either switch out or get close to a KO, you can set up the Hypnosis and really just get a better chance to set up a Nasty Plot or really run away with your moves.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And then what item are we going to throw on Ninetales? I saw a lot of people saying the balloon.
You can go Air Balloon. I would go Focus Sash, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, that's... Oops.
Keep staying alive.
What's spelling anyway? All right, so again, the Focus Sash, if you're going to get KO'd in one hit, the Focus Sash will keep you alive with 1 HP and give you another chance to fight another day. So that's why you might want to throw a Focus Sash on there. Otherwise, sometimes you want to throw an Air Balloon onto a Ninetales so that it doesn't get wrecked by like a first move Earthquake or something like that. So the holder is immune to ground type attacks, pops when the holder is hit. So it's gonna have to hit you with something else first. And then some people were saying instead of Energy Ball, it was Focus?
Solar Beam?
Well, Solar Beam, I'm sorry. Solar Beam. So Solar Beam is pretty nice because it's really powerful.
Instead of Hypnosis, you can go Will-O-Wisp.
Okay. So...
We're talking options.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to try some options out, Solar Beam's another good thing to do. While Drought is up, it doesn't have to charge. So, but if you lose Drought, then if for some reason this Pokemon's on the field for 5 turns or something, then you're gonna have a bad time.
Or they could bring in Tyranitar.
People that change the weather,
yeah.
right? Okay, so if the weather gets changed, then you're gonna have a bad time with Solar Beam. So it's kind of risky. And then instead of Hypnosis, you said what was the one?
Will-O-Wisp.
Will-O-Wisp, because that burns the opponent and then also takes their damage down. So Will-O-Wisp is really cool. Burns the target. For those of you unfamiliar with burning in Pokemon, if a Pokemon gets burned, then what's its damage get taken down to? 50%? Do you know?
It loses. I think it gets dropped to 33% physical attack.
Oh my god, that's nasty.
Or maybe 50%.
Yeah, so it's pretty bad. And then on top of that, you get damage at the end of every turn. You take burn damage. So Will-O-Wisp is another nasty move.
I was also saying Timid Nature could work really well with this set.
Okay, Timid Nature. Let's pop that up. So Timid's going to give you special attack. Correct? Speed. Sorry. Timid's speed and minus attack. So the nature that we have right now is giving a buff to special attack, which is going to make it more of a killer. Or you can buff its speed by an additional 10%, takes it to 328, you see there, and then you're going to be outspeeding some Pokemon. So sometimes it's better to wipe them out faster, sometimes it's better to just get the first attack. So I'm a big fan of first attack, correct? Do you like first attack, Verlis, or are you just a fan of wiping them? I like first attack too, so I would probably run a Timid Nature as well. It's 50%. Grim says it's 50%. Wow.
Still a huge drop.
Yeah, it's a. I think he's talking about Will-O-Wisp. I think he might be saying
That's what
50%,
I was
but
thinking.
wow, that's pretty crazy. So, gosh,
So
if you can
with
get
the
a.
Focus Sash, what you're able to do is you're getting a pretty much free nasty plot, and if you're faster than that Pokemon, you're going to have that +2 just huge hits.
As long as they, oops, I keep using the you first. As long as they don't focus you down, Ninetales should essentially probably wipe two Pokemon almost. If you have anything that's neutral to fire or even weak to it, should pretty much get potentially wiped on the second turn there. Correct, Verlis, or close to
Yeah,
it.
you can get some damage out with him.
All right, so that is cool. So you would definitely set up a nasty plot. Oh, God, +2 special attack. That's stupid. That's so crazy. And always, obviously, focusing down one Pokemon is going to leave your team susceptible to some moves from their other Pokemon. So that's nice to have a Ninetales that can draw attacks like that. However, Verlis, you did put this down in the list. Not that great. It's not.
Yeah.
You don't think it's that great simply because it's been replaced by Charizard, correct? Where is it? Is it super low? Like this is
I would
just
say
don't even run it?
super low, below 75.
Wow.